What I usually hear from other people is that anger is natural. I mean, for me as a human being, and for most of us as human beings, anger is natural. And I have been an angry person since childhood. But I cannot be angry for the rest of my life. I've been angry for 45 years, and that's too long. And it did not give me good experience. I'm sure most of us would like to learn how to control anger. I like to learn also how to control anger. But I realized that I can only control anger for a certain period of time, and it keeps on coming back. I also thought that I can psychologically manage anger, but because of my limitation as human being, I realized that I cannot also manage anger. Until finally, I learned how to spiritually conquer my anger. And this is what I would like to share with you, with the hope that you can learn or relate from my experiences as an angry person. I find it difficult to sustain that feeling, that negative emotion. So one day, I told myself I should do something positive about this. Time is running out for me. I'm getting older every day. Ways on how I can positively address this problem. That's why I started to attend seminars and read books on how I can address the problem. Let me share with you some of my experiences about this very generic negative emotion or negative feeling of anger. I learned that anger is basically an expression of supreme ego, anchored on the firm belief that I am basically or fundamentally better than other people. We sometimes think that we are superior than other people, when others who we believe is inferior than us, we use our superiority complex to cover up our inferiority. By shouting at this person, by showing some negative action towards this person, because of that feeling of superiority, and we hide our inferiority in the guise of superiority. You know, our tendency also is to change other people. We want them to follow us, we want them to toe the line, and if we fail to do this, we get angry. We also want to change the atmosphere around us. We also want to change the vibration or the behavior of other people. How many of us here get angry when we are being threatened or when we are afraid of something? Because it is said that anger is sometimes due to fear of losing one's life. Like kung may threat tayo sa ating life and limbs, either we are afraid or we express the fear through anger. So there are 8. In my list, there are 8 forms of fear of losing. And that is losing one's life or death, relationship, losing one's relationship, kung may taong iiwanan tayo, losing one's possession, valuable possessions, nagagalit tayo pag may nawawalang bagay sa atin, losing one's position, kung nawawala ang isang position of power natin, nagagalit tayo. Losing one's personality. Kung may taong hindi nagtitiwala sa atin, nagagalit tayo, tatanungin natin siya, bakit wala kang tiwala sa akin? Or losing one's comforts. Pag may inalis sa atin na nakasanayan na natin, nagagalit tayo. Losing one's opportunity or time. Pag minsan, sa ating pagmamadali at tayo ay hindi nakarating sa ating paruroonan, nagagalit tayo. How many times it happens to us that because we have an appointment and we experience some delays, we get angry. Nagmamadali tayo only to find out na yung kausap natin, pagdating natin doon, wala na doon. How many times also that we get angry simply because may nakapuna sa hindi nating magandang suot. Somebody commented na bakit ganyan yung gupit mo, yung haircut mo, nagagalit tayo. So, kung titignan natin, ano nga ba itong mga causes ng ating anger? Kailangan nating malaman to. We need to understand and analyze what are these causes. Otherwise, if we cannot come out with the right perspective about how to control or manage or conquer our anger, then we will experience sorrow and pain for the rest of our lives. Sometimes we cannot avoid not to pity other people, especially when we see them in the streets, in the hospitals. Ini-express natin yung pity natin sa kanila. Pity is said to be ego, still ego, turned upside down. Dinagyan lang ng icing, pero still ego. Bakit po? Why do I say that it is still ego? The question that I would like to ask you is, where do you normally put yourself when you pity somebody? At what pedestal do you normally put yourself? Hindi po ba sa taas ng taong ating kinakaawaan? Yung question ko po dito is, how do we feel when we pity somebody? Are we happy when we pity somebody? I don't think anybody is happy when he or she pities somebody. Therefore, if one who pities somebody is not happy, then pity must be a negative emotion. And if we give a negative emotion to a person, the person will also feel that negative feeling. What is the benefit of giving pity? Why can't we give positive thoughts to that person? Why can't just give this person positive feelings? Why can't just express to this person a good vibration, good wishes? I suggest that for us to be able to be happy also, let's just give this person our mercy and compassion. At least these two are positive feelings. So pity, I suggest also that we forget this word pity. It will not help you. It will not help also in whatever manner the person whom you are expressing your feeling of pity.